Hey everyone, welcome to F2F Tech. This is Mike, and welcome to another episode of Acquired Tech. Today I want to show you guys just a brief overview of the cards that I picked up over the past couple of months. I picked up a number of cards from someone that used to review video cards back in the day. Don't know for what site or who they were basically, but I got a bunch of cards, so I'm going to be splitting these cards up into two videos. I'll do one ATI video and then one NVIDIA video at some point soon. But the card on the thumbnail is actually made by neither manufacturer. It's made by another one, but we'll show that card at the end. So anyways, the first things first, the cards you see here in front of you are actually all the same card. It's the X1900 XTX 512 megabyte variant. I actually have 6 of these cards, believe it or not, and it's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, they're all right here. Pretty cool looking card, pretty standard blower cooler that there was found on majority of these cards, and they're really kind of loud, and yeah. But these are pretty powerful cards back in the day. They're all PCI Express. And let's take a look at the next one. Now this is an X1800 XL card. I believe this is a qualification sample as well. Actually, it's not, but something just fell off of it, so that's not good. I hope it works. I don't know if it does. I'll have to test it and find out. This is an X1800 XT. Now, this is a press sample card. How do I know that? Well, because I'll look at the back and you'll see. Sample only. So it's a pretty rare card in that respect because it was one that was sampled to reviewers only and not sold retail. I don't think there's anything different, but it just has that sticker on the back. But yeah, so we'll test that. Hopefully it works. The next card is an X600. It's a PCI Express variant. It has a kind of a faux copper heatsink here and on the back as well, covering the memory modules. But yeah, it's a cool looking card, but this was pretty mid-range back in the day, and it's still not really that capable today. So yeah, just a card that I picked up. And the next card is actually an all-in-wonder card, 9800 Pro. This is kind of a cool card because it's AGP, obviously, but it's also a non-qualification sample, which means that it's probably a card that was used for review or an engineering sample, I guess. So it makes it kind of rare. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know if it works, but I am building an AGP test bed to do some AGP testing, so we'll see if it does work. And the next card I have a couple of, but I have the 1 GB variant with GDDR4. This is the 512 megabyte variant with GDDR3. This is the HD 2900 XT, and really they're not hard to find nowadays. You can find them for pretty cheap on eBay. But what makes this card so special, and you probably can't see, it's actually this is actually an engineering sample. So this card was probably sent to reviewers or sent to somebody. Obviously not it's not a retail SKU, but it's an engineering sample, which makes it pretty rare, in my opinion. The cover is kind of scuffed up a little bit. It's not in the best shape, but still pretty cool to have one. And the next card is the X850. This is the XTP, which is a Platinum Edition. It's an AGP card, so it has the cool Molex connector instead of a PCI Express connector. And it is labeled as an XTP, which I guess the Platinum Editions for this version, AGP versions, were labeled that way. I'm not really 100% sure, but cool card. Definitely cool having an AGP version of it. Now this is an X850 Crossfire card, PCI Express, and this is an X850 XT non-Crossfire card, PCI Express. So I got 2 of these. One's a Crossfire card and one is not. Now, I don't remember all the chip names, so you have to forgive me. I'll flash the actual name of the GPU or the name of the card on the screen here, but this is an R430, and this is actually special, but what makes it special is the fact that it's actually a non-qualification sample, so it's not something that you'd probably see on an everyday basis. Again, a lot of these cards came from reviewers, so that's probably what makes a lot of them so special, is because they are not your typical retail samples. Now I have a bunch of other cards that are kind of the same way. They're all non-qualification samples. There's a couple more. This is an RV 515. Nothing really special. Got a couple more of them, same way. Again, nothing too crazy. Now here's kind of a cool card I actually just recently got. It is a HD 3870 X2. It's the dual chip 3870. And now I have the 4870 X2 and I have the 5970. I'm just missing the 6990. So somebody please sell me one for cheap, because they're too expensive on eBay and I can't find them anywhere else. So I want to have all 4 Terascale dual GPU cards if I can. But I picked this one up for a little over $20, so I'm pretty happy about that price. And I'm looking forward to testing this too. Pretty cool card. I really want to test these cards in Windows 7. The Windows 10 just not doing these cards any favors. And one of the last cards is an All-in-Wonder X1900. This is a 256 megabyte model. And this is a pretty beat up looking card, as you can see by the shroud here. It's scratched like crazy. But it's a rare card because of what it says right there in the back. It's a press sample, so not too many of these out and about anymore. Most of them are probably recycled or thrown away by some of the reviewers, or maybe they still have them, no idea. Or maybe they're going to sell them to me. Yeah, you never know. But this is a cool card because it is a press sample, and yeah, I like having it. I got to test it and make sure it works too. All right, that's it for my ATI cards. I'll do the NVIDIA cards in another video, but the last card I want to show you is one that I actually pinged Nathan from Pixel Pipes. If you haven't seen his content, feel free to check it out. I'll link it below. But I asked him about this card. I said, "What is this card?" I mean, obviously I know what it is. It has its name on it, but I'm not familiar with it. It was around when I was gaming back in the day in 2005, I believe, but I just don't remember seeing anything on it. So he found a review and sent it to me, and I was reading it, and it looks like it competed against the 6600 GT and I think the X600. But it's a Gamma Chrome Pro, S18 Pro. Now this is a preview sample, meaning it was sent to reviewers for review. And from the review that he sent me, it looks like it was kind of a crap card. Like the drivers that were sent out were not really full. They were crashing a lot. I had a lot of issues. So yeah, I don't really know if this card was released in like full force, retail release. I have no idea, but all I know is that it's rare. I did put it in my test system. It does light up blue and it does display. I haven't loaded any drivers yet on it. I think I'm gonna have to do that, but I might need to do it with XP. It's got like thumb screws to hold down the heatsink. So yeah, I've looked for these cards online. I can't find anything much on them. I can't find any for sale. Being that this is a preview sample, it's probably really rare. Again, I don't know how many were actually released, if it was ever released. I talked to Aaron over at Modsies, and he said that he thinks that they were never released to public, but I don't know for sure. But it's a pretty rare card. I hope it works. I'd love to test it out. But yeah, really excited about this one. This is probably the best thing I got out of the whole kit from that one reviewer. So I'm pretty excited about that. And that's it, guys. I got another big video coming up in the next week or so. And then I'm going to keep producing content as much as I can. But thanks for taking the time to watch the video. And I'll see you later.